Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to this week's special edition holiday pinball effects challenge video. So today we're going to talk about the one ball challenge we had on a Charlie Brown Christmas pinball, and then for this week coming up and leading into New Year's, we're going to play Pat Lawlor's Banzai Run, one of the new latest tables from Williams, recently added to Pinball Effects. So we've already done Black Knight 2000, which was a lot of fun. And so the reason I chose Banzai Run between Banzai Run and Earthshaker was because the last vote we had, you guys, Banzai Run came in second place. So I forgot to add a vote. I think adding a vote, I think I'll do that more often because I like having you guys participate in deciding the tables we play each week on the one ball challenge. I know that I talked to people before, and at first I was going to do whoever won the tournament, whoever came in first got to choose the table they played, but I thought maybe, because you could have some really good people and they could be choosing the tables more, if they win a lot, really good skilled pinball players. So I just thought I'll leave it up to a vote. I think it keeps it most fair, but I think it's fun. But we're going to go with Banzai Run just because it's a table that I am not really that familiar with, but I really like its vertical play field, and I think that's what really separates it from a lot of other tables, from other pinball designers, not just Pat Lawlor. But before I talk about this one ball challenge on Charlie Brown Christmas Pinball, I just kind of want to take a step back and just sit and just wish you guys, hope you guys had a great holiday, no matter how you spent it. I spent it at home. I made a turkey with candied yams, mashed potatoes, stuffing, sort of like a Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving 2.0, whatever you want to call it. But I really liked it. I liked the way it turned out. It was actually the first time I made I made the entire dinner myself. Usually I have someone, helping me like my mom, but it was actually really fast. I was able to do to make all these meals in less than like 3 hours. And for some reason, I thought the process was a lot longer, but really, these holiday meals are already pre-cooked, so it's just really about heating the stove and warming your ingredients. The turkey took 2.5 hours. The stuffing takes 5 minutes. The mashed potatoes takes less than that, and candied yams 30 to 45 minutes. So, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed spending time inside, just relaxing, knowing that all the commercial stores are closed for the most part, right? So it's like it kind of forces you to stay inside. And kind of the thing I was thinking about before making this video was, whenever you have holidays, not just holidays, but like birthdays, weddings, stuff like that, I think these events are important milestones because they kind of teach you to pause for a moment, right? In life, we have this kind of routine, right? This hustle and bustle kind of get it done mentality. And then when you have holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and other kind of holidays, Hanukkah, whatever it may be, birthdays, special events like that, anniversaries, they're reminders, to you that kind of make you remember what is really important in life, right? And it's not so much our job or our career, while those are important things and aspects. It's really just about our family and what matters to us personally. And that's what I kind of thought about, as I was spending this week home on Christmas. I just thought about these events have something in common. They really kind of make you reflect on what really matters and to reflect on, blessings and all these things that we sometimes forget about, right? And so there's that gratitude aspect that I really like about holidays like this that before, growing up, I had never really thought about, and that's normal. When you grow up, you think about Christmas and you think about presents and all these, toys, but as you get older, it kind of shifts a little bit. I still enjoy getting a nice gift and giving a nice present. But definitely for me, it's been more of like a reflective kind of holiday. So I hope you guys had a great holiday. Let me know if you want what you did, how you spent it, if you got any cool Christmas presents that you want to talk to me about, or just anything. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. But yeah, so I wanted to get this video out there, and let's talk about Charlie Brown Christmas Pinball. It was a closed tournament, and we had 10 attempts. So we had 11 people, and I like closed tournaments as well because I pretty much know everyone in them, right? Aside from the people that join that are new. But this table was nice because it was very different from what we've been doing, which is Williams tables for the most part. And it was just nice to play a table that kind of coincides with the holiday, right? Like Charlie Brown Christmas Pinball is like a perfect table to play that's just kind of, dedicated for this holiday. And so it's so interesting in that respect because I don't really play this table so much outside of Christmas. The last time I played this table was when it came out last year on Christmas or around then. So it was just nice to kind of, replay it. And the cool thing about this table was that you had the choice between realistic and normal physics, something they just recently added. And so I always go for realistic physics because it reminds me of Williams tables, and I think that's what a lot of people that have never played this table really enjoyed about it was the fact that you can add these realistic physics to these original tables and they can feel like challenging Williams tables. Well, which is what Krobs was talking about, because Krobs just picked up this table when I created the tournament. I think it was on a Steam sale, and he was like me. He's like me. He likes Williams tables, the classics, the recreations, but he really enjoyed this table, and it shows right there with his first place. So we'll talk about the scores in a bit, but I want to continue talking about my thoughts on this table. So the physics is a really cool part of it. I like choosing realistic physics because it feels like a Williams, even though it's original. So I didn't play this table too much. I used up all my 10 attempts because I set it to 10 total attempts. So I used those up. But I also did practice a little bit in the single player mode. And I was able to get to like 13 million with one ball. And so, the one ball leaderboard all time, I think I'm in the top 10. So I know you guys ahead of me are also probably in the top 10 if you played the the single player mode. This table, the theme, Charlie Brown, everyone knows Charlie Brown for the most part. I'm not too familiar with the show or the special, but it's just kind of like a chill, relaxing, cozy feeling you get with this table and the Snoopy's table as well, which I like. I like the presentation, the art style is like a hand-drawn artwork, so it's very different than what I'm used to, in regards to Williams tables. The skill shot was pretty cool, and I found out because the normal skill shot you have to hit the spot targets, the flashing spot targets from the plunger, and you get like 500,000, and you get 1,000,000 if you get the right one. But then there's also a super skill shot where you lead it up to the upper flipper and you hit that roundabout loop, and you get 2,000,000. So I found that out through practice, and I couldn't get it on during the tournament mode, but I thought it was a cool feature. And it also has this upper playfield area. This upper playfield area on this table is not really, you don't interact with it that much except when you lock balls for multi-ball. And what's cool is there's a little tiny ramp that the ball can go up that helps to get the ball on the upper playfield. But what's interesting, because I was talking to Dom, the developer of Roxy's Pinball Panic, about how some tables that use upper play fields, how sometimes it can obstruct what's below the upper play field. And what was interesting about Black Knight 2000 was you had an upper playfield, but you didn't have anything underneath. So there was really there was nothing to obstruct, unless you're talking about the U-turn loop and the kind of the shots below the upper playfield. But really, on Black Knight 2000, you're not. There's no like elements directly underneath the upper playfield, to kind of obstruct anything. And so when I was playing this table, Charlie Brown's Christmas Pinball, you had the upper playfield, but then you had like bumpers underneath and things that were kind of obstructed from view. For example, like I didn't know where the mailbox was on this table, but it's the shot right above the upper flipper, and I didn't figure that out until later, because you can't really see anything underneath that upper playfield. And so I just thought I'd bring that up, because we were talking about how, upper playfields can, if you're going to have an upper playfield and you're going to have mechanics below it, you have to be careful, because sometimes it's hard to see, like on this table. I couldn't really tell where some of the elements were, because the upper playfield was directly on top of it, basically covering up those mechanics. So, and that's what I found out with the table. You can see that there's like bumpers underneath this upper playfield. But I think a lot of times what pinball manufacturers do, if they have something like that, is they have clear plastics, so that it doesn't get in the way, which is cool. But sometimes, even with those plastics being clear, through wear and tear, they're going to get faded, and it's going to obstruct it. So that's kind of the thing I didn't like about this table, was that upper playfield, because it kind of obstructed the lower part, but also because there wasn't much time used on it, right? The ball didn't really seem to go up there, so it was just like something that you would look at but not really interact with. Whereas tables like Black Knight 2000, you're constantly using that upper portion of the playfield, right? So that's what I thought I didn't really like about it. I didn't really like how this table, when you would nudge, it would go dark. It kind of reminded me of like the Shiver Challenge in Pinball M, where the table is darker than usual. And so when the table lights go dark, it really threw me off, because by it going dark, I thought that I had tilted, but it was just like a warning, right? Which I didn't like. I felt like when you're gonna have a nudge or a warning, just may have a sound or an alert, but having the table lights get darker kind of threw me off. So I did lose a lot of balls that way. Also, one thing I want to address is that some people are having kind of issues with the total attempts, like Gapvik and Dracky Barks, where they used all their attempts, but the tournament would still let them play, and then when they got a high score, it wouldn't count, because they had already used their attempts. So keep in mind, there is some I think there's some issues around that. You can always use another account if you're playing on console, if you use all your attempts, which is well within the rules. I don't mind at all, especially if you have a console. Why not, right? So I did want to mention that. But yeah, this table, design wise, not bad for an original. I mean, you have that upper flipper. You can make a lot of loops on the top left with that upper flipper. You had the timed kickback on the left. You didn't have anything on the right. Some of the modes I started were kind of cool. The gift awards you could get, I think one of them that was really crucial to me was the ball save. You had a 30-second ball save as a reward. There was a mode where you're collecting snowflakes, ice skating. So very Christmas themed kind of table. And I'm glad we did it. Glad that we took a break from it. And now let's go over the scores here. Congratulations to Krobs in his first place ever. I think this is the first time we've seen Krobs in first place since he's joined our tournaments. So congratulations to you, Krobs, with 16 million points. Awesome score there. And it's kind of ironic because Krobs had was kind of reluctant to buy this table, even though it was on sale, because, like I was saying, he's into Williams tables. But to see him get first really shows that, it just goes to show that you never know until you play it, right? Never judge a table by its brand, right? So I'm the same way. I like Williams. I've always will like Williams, but there's also some really cool original tables and ideas. And some of these digital pinball tables, these original tables are really quite amazing. Like, I've been playing a lot of the Star Wars tables, and they have some mechanics that you can't really emulate in real life. So we will get to those eventually. I was discussing this with Dracky that we will start playing after we do the Williams. We're almost done with Williams, to be honest, I think. We'll get into the more original ones, right? So congratulations to you, Krobs, on your first place. And I think that's the first time we've seen Krobs in first place. So congratulations. Cool guy, Krobs. Really glad that he joined and really glad that he got first place here. So in second place, we have Balchi99, my arch nemesis, my foe, with 15 million points. Very close score here. Look at that, 1 million points. In third place, we have Bad Jack Daniels with 14 million points. So you had pretty much the top three were just heated up here. I mean, it could have been, talking about a million points separating these. It's like any one of those could have been, the positions could have been switched depending on, luck. Sometimes that's where the luck part takes in pinball. And in fourth place, we have UTD 4000 with 10 million points. I came in fifth with 9 million points. I was happy for that. I did play on the normal all-time, and I got like 13 million. So well below first and second and under third. So I'd be right here if, my all-time was counting. We have sixth place Gapvik with 7 million points. Gapvik, was telling me in the comments he brought up the issue of those attempts and the error. But I think he was saying he got around 15 million. So my apologies to Gapvik that bug was happening for these limited attempts. I was telling him that the game shouldn't allow you to play if you have no more attempts left. But if you're allowed to play, if it's letting you play without any attempts, and then it's not counting your score, it just feels weird. It's kind of like a feels bad thing. So, but yeah, Gapvik was telling me he had around like 15 million, so he would have been in second or maybe even first if that score counted. Same thing with Dracky Barks. He had the same issue, I think, about the attempts, but still good scores here with 7 million, very close to Gapvik. Pinball FX fan, PFX fan with 7 million. So we had a lot of 7 million here. Look how close 6th, 7th, and 8th is. Like that new background on Pinball FX's border there. We have 9th place Leon 102 with 5 million points. Leon has been on our channel for a long time as well, but it's been a while since I've seen his name in the tournament. So congratulations to Leon and welcome back. Always great to see your name in our tournaments. Cool guy. I think he just recently moved, so he's been busy, and I'm glad he's all settled in. In 10th place, we have Jabba the Blade with 3 million, close to 4 million points. Jabba the Blade is really cool as well. He's been in our tournaments now for a couple weeks, and he's invited me to a lot of tournaments from other YouTubers as well, which is cool. Getting involved from other tournaments is really awesome. I played in a Black Knight 3-ball from Off Grid Arcade, I think, which was fun. I really enjoy Black Knight 2000 with 3 balls because you can get extra balls, and it's just like with 1 ball, it's difficult, but it was fun. And in 11th place, we have Michael _ 363 with 3 million, close to 4 million points. On that's Dracky Barks as well. So I think that's his Xbox account. But look how close that was here between 10th and 11th, right? 4 million, just a couple, thousand, right? 60,000 points. Well, guys, now that we have that out of the way, we are going to continue this week with an open tournament on Banzai Run, one of the newest tables. Thank you for, playing with me and taking a break from the Williams, but I want to go back and finish this new these two tables we have, Earthshaker and Banzai Run. So we're gonna do a select. We're gonna have a public. We're gonna have a 1 ball, realistic physics, unlimited attempts in 6 days. Because last time we had limited, but I don't know. I think it's good to just switch it off for a bit, right? So public, 1 ball challenge, realistic, unlimited attempts, time 6 days. And let's go here. So here is the tournament ID, which will show up. It's R7X2. And let's go. All right. So this is a Pat Lawlor. This was Pat Lawlor's first table, actually. It's got the upper playfield there that you can see. Let me get my favorite view. Okay, is there a skill shot? Got the captive ball there. Got double spinners. And now the yellow light is lit to go up to the upper playfield. See that yellow flashing near the spinner? So let's try it. So if we go up there, we face green machine. So even though this is unlimited attempts, it's still only 1 ball, so you gotta keep that in mind. There we go, up the upper playfield here. This is cool. It looks like a magnet is bringing that up. Then you have green machine lit. But the physics on the upper playfield feels so weird. I can't describe it. And I'm guessing it probably feels that way in real life too. Okay, I should have nudged there. But I've never played anything like that, so, you know. Let me go one more time here. I got a match, so I would have went anyways, right? Because in real life, you get a match, you get a free credit on most tables. So let's go again here. Extra ball at 1,800,000. Okay. Got this one. I like that little eject hole there because it hits directly onto that captive ball.
He's going after Yellow Belly.
Okay, so we can go up the upper playfield again. So you have a kickback and an eject hole. So go up the upper playfield here. Here we go. Yellow belly. See the yellow arrow that's lit. Oh, come on, man. So you can still go up the upper playfield, I think, because it's still lit.
He's going after Bluebeard.
Bluebeard? You sound like an anime show, like.
He's going after Green Machine.
Right? Like characters in an anime or something. Or a cartoon. Okay, let's go up that vertical playfield. Oh my gosh. Okay. Love the checkered playfield. Reminds me of Diner a little bit and other. I think what else had a checkered playfield? Checkpoint, I think. Yeah, Checkpoint did. Who was Checkpoint by? Was it Data East? Well, guys, thank you for watching me play this week's challenge. We're back on the Williams with Banzai Run. You have 6 days, unlimited attempts, and yeah, 1 ball. So hope you enjoyed. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.